Hey, welcome to Sunday's Live. Just curious, how much coffee have you had today? Do you need more caffeine? Because our grumpy little frog here with Bog Frog, our new stamp set, he needs more coffee. So I thought I would show him really fast, and you might have gotten a little bit of a peek that there will be dies. Eventually, we're still waiting on those to arrive. So we do sell our stamps and dies in a bundle. But those of you who have already bought the stamp set, once these come available, if you want to message me, we can come up with a thing. Hey, Jason, good to see you. So we are using Bog Frog stamps. And this guy loves his coffee. And each one of these sentiments, fun in the sun, warm vibes, totally chill, they all fit inside of this little sign. We've got the sun. He's sitting on a log. He's got a umbrella here. He's got the cocktails and lily pads and a picnic basket. So he's very versatile. So absolutely, we can do some fun things with him. So I am trying out a few things. And so you're going to see like maybe some prototypes, let's say. Anyway, we're going to be making him on a cell phone. And so we're going to be coloring on this little square, or rectangle, excuse me. And hopefully I didn't lose all the little tiny phone pieces. But we're going to leave this covered for a few minutes. I'm going to bring in my little Misty here. And my Memento ink. Hey, Danielle, do you love coffee and you have pet frogs? Oh my God, somebody else has a pet frog in their life. I had pet frogs growing up my entire life, and I had them as an adult. We had a fire at our house several years ago, and we lost our frogs, and well, we lost pretty much everything. But that's a story for another day. But the important thing is everybody was okay, and we're back at it. So I am going to center him on that rectangle. And I have not used the stamp set yet, so I'm just rubbing my hand on it. Some say that primes our stamps. And I'm just going to ink him up with Memento ink. He'd be a good one to do no line coloring with. And if you didn't know, our design team member Tiffany, her husband actually drew this. They both are very artistic. In fact, if you don't mind, I am going to put up a video of some of the things that our design team have done, because they have been really good. Look how cute these cards are. I'm going to ink this up a second time. Hi, Tanya. Good to see you. Did you have a good Sunday? Good weekend? So this is Bog Frog. I call him Grumpy Frog. I should be using my frog stamp press, because why would I not use this cute little thing with my stamp set. All right, let's get this. Let me see something real fast. I'm making somebody seasick probably. Okay. Let's go ahead and peel this off. And while I'm at it, I'm going to use another piece of paper. I think it's already in my other Misty, so let's just get out the bigger Misty that I've got that in. Is my camera flipped for you guys? I think it is. Could you tell me that? So, Jason, you live in Nebraska. You hope to avoid bad weather. Yeah. Are you guys supposed to be getting bad weather? I am not. I have to admit, I am not a weather follower. Probably should be. I have this cute little sun. I've got some. I've got the what you call it. Dragonfly. Wow, that was hard. And I am just putting those down. So you said I'm right side up? Correct. Okay. On my screen today, it's showing that I am flipped vertically. Why? I don't know. So Tanya says she is camping this weekend in one of my favorite parts of Kentucky. Very jealous. Good for you. Did you take any crafty stuff with you? You said today is your son and granddaughter's birthday. Wow, that's awesome. My brother and I are like one day apart. And so I'm used to those birthdays where you share. I didn't get a good impression on that bottom one, probably because I wasn't paying attention. So we're gonna stamp these grasses one more time too. I have to admit to you that when I'm on a live, I don't necessarily see all the things that I didn't stamp well. Using my crafter's wand to peel that up off of that sticky mat. Okay. So I'm just glad that people are on today. I think we're gonna do Bog Frog first. So I know there are a few people on. I am broadcasting to my personal channel, which is Joy Wilson Inc., and to the Pajama Crafter page. So if no matter what channel you're at, thank you. And if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, we would love for you to hang out with us. I know that seems like a broken record these days, but I always try to remind everybody because we are definitely trying to build our channel. And if you want to, hit that notification bell so that way you always are notified when we are live. Okay. So Danielle says she's in Central Maine and it finally warmed up. I'll tell you what, I've been cold here in Kentucky, but last time I checked earlier today, it was already 81 degrees and I am all for it. So I went from no air conditioning to air conditioning with a flip of a switch. Because yesterday I was in long sleeves, I was in a sweatshirt and sweatpants, and now I'm, I probably should be in shorts and a tee. Now I did see people wearing a t-shirt yesterday and shorts because it did warm up finally yesterday at some point. I'm kind of a cold person sometimes, not the personality, just the warmth. So I'm using YG01 as an underpainting. So Danielle says that she actually subscribed from the last video, that she loves our amazing videos. Yay! I'm so glad to have you. Thank you. All right, so I'm using YG67. Sorry I have this little scratch. Believe it or not, that is from opening up boxes rambunctiously, and not from a knife or scissors, but from just pure excitement. Wild, isn't it? Usually the most excitement I get out of packages is when my stamps and stuff come. So tell me, did you guys like this new release that came out? I can't honestly tell you what my favorite stamp set is, but I will tell you I am a huge fan of this is not what I wanted to do. We're going to make it work. Okay. So I will show you this if I have it over here. So the die cuts out this part of the umbrella, but it does connect to the eye. So you would just want to cut that. But we're going to build it. We're just going to build a scene. We're going with it. We are just going with it, guys. I meant to show you that, and I just went wild with my design. Okay, so that's as much as I'm going to do with this dark. You want the little girl frog, the little girl and the bog frog. I think those are really good choices. I will say that one of my favorite things from this release, which surprised me, were the new set of flashcards that we did that were like backgrounds for like community helpers. You need to know you can use this with anything, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a hint. Further down the line, those are going to pair really well with other releases. So don't hesitate buying those backgrounds, because we are going to have many, many more things that pair with those. But I can't give away all of my secrets in one video. So I'm definitely working on a few things, making it special for you guys. And I hope that you're, loving what we do. You missed the flashcards. Where are my flashcards? One moment, please, and we'll just download. We'll download it off of the website. Just hang tight with me, okay? It's the very last product I made, so we should see it. All right, I'm going to put these up on the screen real fast. It'll take me a second here. We're going to do it one by one. I'm sorry. So this is what it looks like. You get 8 designs, and you get 3 of each. So you get a total of 24 card fronts. So hospital, police station, fire station, 911, just traffic going into a city with a river, another one with a street, and then another fire truck. And I didn't have that made into a video. I wasn't ready for that. Why didn't this download? Let's try that again. So here's the one with the girl that I made. So that's the one with the river, and she's dressed for the 4th of July. And we're going to do one last one. Now you need to know that I was in the process of making this one, and these were never going to be made until I decided I wanted a background. This is on a 5x7 card. All of these are going to be A2. So mind you, it'll be this scene, but it'll be A2, but this is a 5x7 card. So that's kind of a sampling of what our flashcards are. Flashcards can be ink blended on. They can be Copic colored on. You can use watercolor, and you can use foil. So all of those, they're all toner reactive. So if you have like a toner reactive, like from ThermoWeb or Pink and Maine or something like that, you can use those foils. So now I'm just kind of coming in and building his color up. Jason says he's now on a tornado watch. I don't envy you, but don't be like one of these crazy people that decide to film it instead of getting in the basement if you need to be in the basement. Please, please, please be safe. So, we had a tornado come through our town. I don't know, this is probably 10 or 12 years ago. And my church and I was with my church and many other churches helped clean up the wreckage in our little rural area that we're in. Well, it was rural. We're not so rural anymore, are we, Tanya? But it was devastating. And I know, like, when we would find a picture or we would find a driver's license out in the middle of the holler, as we call it, down in the ravine between properties, people would literally cry because they felt like they got a little piece of themselves back. And I never truly understood what that felt like until it happened to me and we lost everything. So, like, if we'd come into our house, after the fire, it always felt good if we found a little remnant of something, even though it was, destroyed by smoke and water. Pretty much, everything was destroyed, but we were able to keep a few things. Like, I kept my jewelry box. It's one of those tall jewelry boxes, and if you open up the drawers, you can see where the smoke had gotten inside. So it has like ash in it, and I thought about refinishing it. And honestly, I really think of it as a battle scar. So I kept it. I never changed the velvet on the inside because I wanted it. I figured it had a story, just like I have a story, just like you have a story. So, I thought it was already back. I'm so sorry. I'm just going all kinds of crazy. There we go. In fact, I'll zoom in for you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to leave that on there for so long. I just get excited talking about stuff. So I'm going to color this gray. So this is a C5. And then a C3. Isn't it funny when you get into your groove, you completely forget like what's on your screen, even though I've got two screens in front of me showing me exactly what I'm doing. You're welcome, Sandy. Perfect. I would like to do this log first. So I'm using an E59. It's so funny. The screen that's up on my computer shows everything backwards. Looks like I'm a left-hander, but when I'm the one that's on my iPad shows me in the right direction. It's so weird what these softwares do, and every day it seems like it's different. So this is my scary dark. E59. Did you guys just hear my tummy growl? What is up with that? You would think that I never eat. I literally just had French onion soup like an hour ago. So I promise you I'm not starving. But my tummy says something different. Or it sounds like it's saying something different. So I'm just extending these lines now with the E57. And I'm going to extend that shadow from this big fat frog that's eating his coffee. Drinking its coffee, excuse me. Now I'm going to use E55. And I'm going to start putting some more of those rings in. And then extending these a little bit further. This is our mid-tone, so you're going to see the most of this. And then E53. And there was a little bit of grass that I lost over here. And I just did the YG17 because that was our mid-tone. Well, that's good that you didn't hear my belly rumble. My voice is just not doing well lately. I mean, it's never good, but it's just not doing good at all lately. So I have a question. I'm going to say this in a nice way. Does this frog look like he might have had a rough night? Like maybe he's hungover? Because I was talking to a friend of mine and he goes, this looks like what we look like in college on Sundays. I'm like, stop it. But it looks like my Monday morning. Honest to God, it looks like my Mondays. It just does, you know. Let's do the umbrella. All right, so I am going to take this Y15. One too many fireflies. I love that. That was such a good way to put that, Danielle. So smart. That's why I hang out with you guys, because you are very creative. So I just made his eyes a little bit yellow. Maybe he's a little bit jaundiced. Oh my, did I just say that? All right. So I am going to do this. One in yellow. So this here would be the yellow, and this would technically be in shadow. And so we're going to do a little bit up here. So when I said it'd be under shadow, it's the bottom section that would be in shadow. Your husband agrees. Well, hey, if he's husband approved, then we got it. I mean, it was made by a husband, not mine, my design team member's husband. So it's guy approved. I love it. Sandy, remind me, where are you from again? I think it's in the chat. I just don't want to. Jason, do you feel the same way? Do you feel like this is guy approved? I always love that. So I feel like this could be like a really cute Father's Day card. So you could use our mix and match sentiments that have like all the celebrations in it, and you could totally do like a Father's Day card. Now you know that no card is mine without red, so we're bringing the red on next. All right, so this is under shadow. This umbrella pole would also cause a shadow, so we're going to outline him. And I'm going in very lightly with that R59. Northern Colorado. Nice. I bet you've got beautiful scenery. Kind of jealous. We're either all flat or rolling hills. Okay. Done with that R29. Bringing in an R46. Now, if you're not using Copics, it's fine. You can use whatever color, whatever brand you have. And if you would like to see other brands on the channel, even though I am a Copic girl, I will stand by it as long as I can. I can always bring out the other markers. So I've got a Hoo-Hoo and I've got Olo. All right, so now we've got the reds and the yellow. Let's see here. I have a poll for you that I would like to know. All right. Why do you come to live, like to YouTube lives? Is it to learn new things? Is it to hang out in the chat with other crafters, or is it killing time while working? So it's either type 1, type 2, or type 3 in the chat, and then that'll keep track of, that'll kind of give me an idea. I'm just always curious what makes people show up. It's I'm always interested in that. Or is it my electric personality? Don't answer that one. You'll hurt my feelings. So Danielle would like to see a Hoo-Hoo. All right. I'm going to be very honest with you. I am not well versed in a Hoo-Hoo, and the reason I say that is their numbering system is so different, and you have to swatch everything because the stuff doesn't really match the lids. However, that's true with all the markers. You kind of have to swatch them. Like, I have been doing Copic for so long that I like, when I'm on the phone with another Copic colorist, this is B39, by the way, I'll be like, yeah, that looks like B63. And they're like, oh, okay, now I know what you're talking about, B37 now. But yeah. So Tanya says she likes to hang out in color. So 1 and 2. Oh, and my personality. You guys are so funny. You know what? I feel like a blubbering idiot when I'm on these lives. And I feel like sometimes my personality doesn't come out because I get so nervous. All right, we're going to turn that off. And we'll come back and look at it in a minute, like what the final results were. Tanya's like, definitely your personality. Okay. I have 2 friends in the group. That's awesome. Speaking of which, where is my design team? They are always on here. Like, you guys are the diehards. Like, you guys are like here. Like, my design team is usually hanging out like on Tuesdays and Fridays if I go live on Fridays and stuff because they're used to it. But when I do these impromptu Sundays, they're like, what the heck? But you need to know, I want everybody to have the family life that they need to have. There's should always be a balance. Like, my husband is downstairs cleaning. What is he cleaning? His man cave. And I'm gonna tell you, he had a little bit of a temper tantrum today because since we have gotten our huskies, they had like, they're really good by themselves, but man, they are a lot of together. And I had even said in the beginning, like, I felt like I couldn't even do laundry because they have to be monitored 24/7. So he had his little temper tantrum saying that he couldn't get anything done. That all he does is go to work, cook dinner, and babysit huskies. And he's kind of not wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's what we do. Okay, so Danielle said, I used to have a set of Copics left coloring with them. I stopped making cards for years and they were all dried out. Yeah, you've got to take care of them. I mean, and that's not a hit on you or a judgment call. I mean, he's judging you because, I mean, he's a judgy McGraw. But you definitely have to keep them refilled. You have to make sure you're putting your caps on correctly, tightly, and, you know, there was I think it was on Stamp Junkies. Somebody was complaining about they were wanting to know what colors, what markers we like the best. And everybody pretty much said Copics, but we had a few people that said, no, we don't like them anymore because they dry out. And here's the story, guys. A lot of these are meant, these oval ones, the sketch, they are meant to go on like this and off. You cannot do any type of a twist because if you twist, you will crack the lids, and then you'll be mad because you think that Copics suck and that they crack all the time. Well, they crack most of the time because of user error, dropping them on the floor or twisting the lids. So somebody said they liked the originals better, or they liked the Chow better. I personally like these best because, one, I get a lot more ink in it, and I don't have to work as hard as far as refills, because that's important to me. We're going to use the orange on the cup, but it's interesting to hear what everybody says. So I am, just because this is round, I'm just taking this in and I'm feathering it in on the sides. And making it go down towards the bottom. So that was YR09, the same thing that we used for the umbrella. YR07 is next. And so today I am giving you permission to cut off part of your, you don't have to do your, like, cut off part of your stamp. Like, you don't have to use an entire stamp to make a really good scene. And if you didn't know by the release name, this release is about embracing making scenes. And there's all kinds of different ways to make scenes. One is by using all of this stuff. Another is using pattern papers and all that stuff. Let's zoom out just a hair. All right, let's do the sun first because I'm pretty sure I won't screw it up. I mean, you never know. I could. So I like kind of plopping it in. You love the cattails, me too. Honestly, the cattails are what commits me, that and the sun commits me to that this needed a dye. So if you missed it, if you bought this set and we don't have the dye available yet, they are coming. And part of it was I needed to make a change on them. So they are ordered, and if you buy the stamp set and you have to have the dye, because I know some of you do, just email me and we'll come up with the price difference and we'll just send you out the dyes separate. I normally don't sell the dyes separately. It's always a stamp dye bundle, but because this was a me issue, we'll fix it. Okay. And you notice I left that a little bit white right there. I don't know about you, but when I look up at the sun, I see lots and lots of blind spots. So I'm just taking my Y19 and I'm just kind of going over these lines. You could be as thick with it or as thin as you want with it. Actually, I'm going to outline it so the whole circle is kind of colored in. Okay. Let's do these cattails, and we're going to do 2 colors and 2 colors only. Mark that on the calendar, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do an E57. No, fuzzy cutting the dragonfly would, ugh. But that I have a scan and cut, so that's my thing. And I'm just gonna dot in some of this E59. So same colors as the trunk. Okay. And we're going to do the same. I should have put those markers away because we're just going to keep repeating my favorite greens. So I have a confession. My craft room is so bad right now that you can't walk in it. And everything is like pushed to the areas that you can't see on camera. My husband tried to sit down in here to talk to me, and he just walked out. And I was supposed to clean it this weekend, which it probably still will happen, but it is atrocious. I don't know. Show me, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment. Does your room ever get out of control? Don't lie. Now I'm using the 17. And again, these don't need to be perfect because they're not the main character, they're supporting characters. You know what I mean? So just get some color in, have some fun, and do your thing. So this would be more for like a pond scene. So like if you had water and all that stuff, but we thought it was important to put it in there so that you had, opportunities. I don't know that these lily pads will become part of this card today, but I wanted you to see them. Sandy says her craft room needs a lot of work. I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff that I don't use. Like I have mediums. that I bought 10, 11 years ago that I haven't used in probably 9. Like gelatos. Even though I like gelatos, I have a bunch of like watercolor pencils and stuff. And I think that was more of a fad in our fad in our industry than it was something that people use all the time. Okay. There we go. You work from a little table. Yeah. I get it. So I will show you this even though we're not doing it. You would line this up just like that. And so if this cuts out all of this area, okay, but it's attached right at the eyeball. So you would have to cut that off. We're not using this part today, but we are going to use the other parts. And I am going to have to let you guys talk to amongst each other while I die cut, because my die machine's has its own little station in my craft room. I'm using my best ever craft tape so it doesn't move. We did not, I don't know why we didn't, but I did not color the dragonfly. Do you guys want to see the dragonfly or do you not care? We'll decide if he needs to be on there after the fact. Sorry if my head's in the way. You know what it's like to be of a certain age. You just have to, first of all, you got to not move your die once. You got to hold on to that sucker. Look at me trying to line these up. It's like lining up a puzzle. All right, so we're going to go. I'm going to let you guys talk amongst each other. I have another poll. What is the most convenient day for you to attend lives? 1 is Sunday, 2 is Tuesday evening, or Friday afternoon. So you can put that in there and let me know. And we are back. Did anybody, you said we've got some 2s for Tuesday. We're going to leave that up for a minute while I pull these apart. So when you pull tape back, it's really important to pull it back on itself so it doesn't tear your paper, okay? It looks like these shifted a little bit, but it's fine. This is real life crafting. I'm doing it on the fly so that you guys can hang out with me and I can hang out with you. And, you know, if I wasn't in a hurry, like if I wasn't wanting to get back to the camera, I would have been more careful. I'm actually going to leave these on the magnetic mat so I don't lose them. Okay. Let's start putting this card together. Actually, let's put some markers away. I'm trying to take back my sanity. It's slowly fading away. Okay, that's enough to at least clear my spots. All right. So I'm going to leave that little tray there, and we're going to start building the seed. The little sliver ran away. Always something runs away. Okay, it's fine. First things first, let's get out an A2 card base. Now I do sell really nice card bases in the store. They are side fold. For videos, or actually for photography purposes, I usually do a top folding just because it's easier for me. Okay, I do want to go ahead and have this as a black background. And you're saying, Joy, why didn't you just make a black card base? Because I'm lazy, straight up. All right. So it seems like the general consensus says that Tuesdays work or any day work. Tuesday is really the day that I'm 100% committed to. I tend to have a lot of Friday appointments and I'm trying to meet deadlines before the weekend. If it's like trying to get products and stuff like that made. So I really did not do a good job at cutting. It's a good thing I don't sell these top folding ones. These are ones that I've made myself. And it's a good thing I don't make them because it's off. So I'm going to line that up to 4 1/4. And then see that? I didn't even cut that right. Oh, I have a question for you all, because this was a request. And I'm just quite curious at this point. Would you guys want a stamp that just said made with Pajama Crafter Stamps products? So like where you could sign your name, or like they do that because they like to tell people like what company like that they're using. So it would like to meet like angel policy type
things. And I was just curious if there was enough of a request for that, or if that's just somebody, just one person. I don't know. So that's 4. We're good to take. I'm popping that up. If I had enough people interested in it, I would have it made. And we would make it cute, and we would make it, something sweet, cute, so that you'd want to put it, you'd want to use it. But I don't know what that would look like yet. I just got that request like a day ago. And again, if anybody is joining me from my personal channel, thank you for following us. I am, for joining us, I am broadcasting to the Pajama Crafter Stamps page always. And then I just recently started doing joywilsoninc.com, just so that more eyeballs could be on it, in all places. Not that my personal channel was that big, because I literally abandoned it when I took over the Pajama Crafter page. So, and then, when you let your channel sit idle for all that time, people tend to leave, or YouTube doesn't push it out. But I have noticed some new subscribers over there. So, and it's got old content from like other companies. So it's not all lost for you guys. All right. So this is just me, I love me a thick border, and I love me a diagonal. Paper. All right. Now, oh yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are doing that. I don't know where this little doodad went that was inside my white cell phone. But we're gonna improvise. We always improvise on this channel. We're just gonna cut a sliver off and put it behind it, and then we're gonna call it done. I don't drop it too. I just did. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. So I'm going to put some glue over here and some glue over there. And we'll put that over it. So now it looks like it's white. And we're just going to lob off those edges because we don't care about it much. All right, now we're going to glue it down. Sorry, my head gets in the way all the time. And I'm going to put the cell phone on the diagonal too, because why wouldn't I? Now we're going to pop this guy up because he's cute. And yes, I am still coloring on the back of advertisements. I last year printed out advertisements that were never meant to be printed out. And we're talking like hundreds of them. And it's actually on the same paper that I color on, which is our marshmallow cardstock. And I refused to throw it away. All right, oops. Let's hold that glue down. Where's our little frog? Smooth you out, little buddy. Okay. So I know in reality that our phones curve up and are not straight. And that the photo itself would kind of be sunk, like, concave, not concave, rounded. I don't know, like this, but I can't. I can't do everything with like little one-dimensional things. So we're just doing the best we can here. But I like dimension on my card, so that's what we're doing. Convex, that's the word. Thank you, Danielle. Now this little white button. So we're going back to the days of like how many years has it been since iPhone has had an actual button? I don't like that. I don't like this at all. I like the card. I don't like him piped up as much. So we're just going to put some glue there. There's a little bit of foam. We're just going to hold it there for a second. This is so stinking cute. Do you guys not agree? Oh my gosh. Basic blackberry phone. Is that, yeah. Okay. Okay, so I want that side. I don't know. I thought like my iPhone 3 had a white button or something, or a button. I could be wrong. Stop it. This is so cute, you guys. Do you not agree? Oh, I can't. I just can't. I can't. Okay, let's glue him down. Yep, that's what we'll do. I'm just playing. I'm building the scene as we go. So building a scene does not have to be like terribly hard, you guys. Now, if we wanted, we could put lily pads in there, but it really doesn't make any sense. It does not. And we could just go in with like a BG10. I'm being so extra right now. Well, you should be watching for that cell phone case to come because, like I said, this is a prototype that I'm working on. I wanted to see what changes I wanted to make. So be on the lookout for those in a release or two. Because I'm on it. I'd specifically be looking for it when the superheroes come out. Oh, I just gave a few of you that are on here an idea of what's coming out down the road. Now it's not coming out next month, though. Stop it! So cute. All right, let's get a sentiment. Where's the stamp set? Oh, where are you, Mr. Bog Frog?
Well, where are you? You have escaped me, Mr. Frog. Mr. Frog, where are you? I have like I told you, this room is a nightmare. Nightmare. You guys saw me rip all of the stuff off. If you were in Joy's craft room, where would you look for the missing Bog Frog stamp set? Because at this point, it only has like 3 stamps left on it. Did it hit the floor? No. Off to the right. That seems to be where I always throw everything. You are so right. Oh my gosh, Danielle. Danielle gets the prize. Okay. So fun in the sun. You guys are gonna watch me do all kinds of stuff that you'd be freaking out. Do we want to do that? No. That we're doing. Okay. Okay, so I'm breaking all my rules. Everything I tell y'all not to do, we're doing. We're doing it. Because you know I always come up with this stuff. You set it to the right after picking up the rectangle. Oh my gosh, you pay attention that much? Ugh. I could give you a kiss for that. So I'm using my Misty that does not have a pad in it, because we are going to stamp it. Do we want it in white? Yes. I'm using my anti-static powder tool. Look how dirty this is. You guys, when I say that I play with my stuff all the time, I play hard, I guess. It's just ink. Let's give him some froggy luck. Just for good measure. Okay. We may have ruined that. I don't know. If we did, we'll do something else. All right. Do we take the chance? I'm trying to see. I think it moved. Hold on, you guys. We'll test it out. This is how we'll test it out. That is if my white embossing powder is somewhere. I hate it when it goes missing. Let's see what it does, and if we don't like it, we will brush it off before we do anything else. So I leave in all the mistakes so you guys see it. Yeah, it's not very good. So we're not going to use it.
So what are we going to do to fix it? First of all, we're going to brush it off. I watched Britain's Got Talent yesterday, so I noticed myself wanting to use an accent, even though I don't do it well. But it makes me kind of laugh that I'm doing it. Okay, I don't know where's my brush? We're just going to brush that off like it never happened. And now we're going to use black. I think. Are we? I'm so scared to do this. I'm not going to lie. Where is my VersaFine Claire Nocturne? Let's put do I have a magnet? Pesky magnets. Who needs pesky magnets? I do. I want to wipe that off. I'm going to start fresh. I feel like there's something. I think it was the embossing powder that's on that. Where's my froggy look? There it is, fun in the sun. I think you would have been better in white, but sometimes you just can't make it happen. I mean, I could totally put a sign over it, but like a strip of paper, but I don't want to do that. All right, let's get some daffodil confetti. Can't believe y'all are hanging in through some of this craziness. God love y'all. Do you love it? Thank you. If you're saying that to make me feel better, you did. If you mean it, thank you. But regardless, I think it's cute. And I think anybody receiving it would think it was adorable. Now, you guys, my card on Tuesday is going to be a complete and utter riot. I would highly recommend coming to the live. We are playing along with Craft Roulette like we do every Friday or every Tuesday. However, I'm a rule breaker always. And we are breaking every rule in the book when it comes to Craft Roulette, but we are going to meet the parameters. So I would come, and the men that are out there who are married, you are going to just love this because it's everything every man ever says, and I'm just saying it's going to be funny. So please come. I'm like cooking it up in my head. I've got all kinds of funnies lined up, and it'll be all the same bloopers that I always have. But come on, you've got to come. Sandy, you said 3 orders in 3 days. Did you really? Sandy didn't know that she needed Bog Frog, but now she does. Look at this. Isn't it cute? Fun in the sun. We made a cute scene without having to do any work, you guys. If I had been brave enough, I would have absolutely done the little steam things. But after we had problems with Fun in the Sun, I'm not going to test my luck. One thing I would like to do is I would like to color in his eyes with this Copic multiliner. So that they're very, very black. You could use your Copic marker or your Ohuhu, whatever. Olo, Spectrum Noir. I don't care. Whichever one you want. And oh my God, those two little dashes in his eyes are everything. We're going to give him a little doodad here and there. And where my finger smudged that up, we're just going to color it in white because we're not redoing a thing. And we left a highlight in the middle of the sun down here. But I just want to add a few more. And I think we're done. What do you guys think? Does he need anything else? Who knew that you needed that? I mean, I did, but shoot. Sandy, let me look at something for you. So Sandy, don't place your order until I email you. We will combine your shipping. That way you don't have to pay shipping twice because you have an order sitting here that has not been fulfilled yet. So your one that went out yesterday is already in transit, but I will make sure that you don't have to pay shipping 3 times in 3 days. So, okay. So, do I sell that white pen? I don't sell this white pen. I need to find a supplier that does, because I am 100% in love with these Copic Acrea. I bought the 3 or 4. No, okay. I bought I think it's a 5 set that comes with a silver. Comes with a silver or gold, a cool gray, a black, and a gold. So I bought it like this set. So you can buy the set. I bought this at Michael's, and you get all those colors. I'll show you what they look like on black. So you've seen the white. I'll show you the black. I haven't even opened this one yet. Look. But look how nice that is. Okay, these are acrylic markers. But look at the gold. I think there's a copper one too missing in there. And then that's the silver, which comes off in my camera very white, but it's as silver metallic as you could get. And the thing is, I mean, you can make it like dimensional by putting a blob on there. So I like them, and I would always do it when it was on sale. but you can buy just the individual white as well. I think Blickdick carries them as well. Mine are from Michael's, but I'm gonna figure out how to carry these because I love them that much. So, all right, you guys, this is all I have for our Sunday afternoon, unless you're dying for more. So, Sandy, give me 5 minutes and I will email you. All right, you take care. Actually, Sandy, I will still email you because that's the best way for us to talk. I have a better idea anyway. So I will see you guys on Tuesday. Please come Tuesday night. It's going to be a hoot. I promise you, it's going to be a hoot. You know, every once in a while I get a little bit of snarky up my sleeve, and we got it going on for Tuesday night. All right, guys. See you. I'm going to go hang out with my husband and enjoy some family time. Bye. Toodles.